Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy back again with another story time. And I'm telling you right now, this one is crazy. So grab your popcorn, kick your feet up, dim the lights if you're feeling brave, because this story still creeps me out years later. Like, I swear, every time I think about it, I still get chills. So this one happened when I was around 17 years old. You know that age where you're just bored, reckless, and think you're invincible? That was me and my friends every single weekend. It was late October, right in the middle of spooky season. You could smell the fall air, that mix of cold and burnt leaves. Every porch had a pumpkin, every store had fake cobwebs in the window, and everyone was talking about Halloween plans. Now, in our small town, there really wasn't much to do. We didn't have clubs, no real nightlife, just the same gas station, the same drive-through diner, and miles of nothing but woods and cornfields. So when someone mentioned a haunted place, you already know, we had to check it out. It was me, my boy Tyler, and my friend Mia. Tyler had just gotten his license, and he had this beat-up silver Honda that rattled every time the bass hit. We were just driving around that night, blasting music, talking trash, and trying to make something happen. Then Mia goes, "Yo, have you guys ever heard of that old barn out on Mill Creek Road?" Now, we'd all heard the rumors. People said weird stuff happened there back in the 80s. Some guy who owned the land went missing. They said his family just packed up and left, and since then the place was just abandoned. Some kids from school claimed they heard screams from inside one night, but everyone just assumed they were lying for attention. So Tyler, being the idiot he is, says, "Let's go prove it's not haunted." And of course, I'm not about to be the only one who says no. So we go. It's almost midnight by the time we get there. The fog is thick, and the road gets smaller the further we drive. Like one wrong turn and we'd end up in a ditch. There's barely any streetlights, and the barn's just sitting there at the end of this long dirt path, half collapsed, surrounded by dead trees. The headlights hit it, and for a second, it honestly looks like something out of a horror movie. Tyler parks the car and turns off the engine. The second he does, everything goes silent. No wind, no crickets. Just that heavy, still air that makes your ears ring. We all just sit there for a second, looking at each other like, are we really doing this? Mia breaks the silence and says, "All right, if we're doing this, we each have to go in and grab something from inside." Proof we actually went, Tyler laughs and goes, "Easy." He jumps the old wire fence, his flashlight bouncing in the dark. We watch him walk across the field until he disappears into the barn. We can hear him moving around. Then there's a loud clank, and he yells, "Yo! This place is crazy." A minute later, he comes jogging back holding this old, rusty horseshoe. He's grinning, all proud of himself. Next up, it's Mia's turn. She's nervous but trying not to show it. She takes my flashlight and heads in. Her footsteps echo as she walks deeper inside. Then it gets quiet, like too quiet. Tyler yells out, "Yo, you good?" No answer. We're both just staring at the barn, and then, out of nowhere, Mia comes sprinting back, full speed, jumps the fence like it's nothing, gets in the car and slams the door shut. Her face is pale, she's breathing hard, and she's shaking. I'm like, "What happened?" And she just whispers, "There's someone in there." Now at this point, I think she's just trying to mess with us. Like maybe she saw a raccoon or something. So I tell her, "Relax. I'll check," and Tyler's like, "Yeah, man, just go in, see what it was." So I grab the flashlight, hop the fence, and start walking toward the barn. The air feels different, heavier, colder. Every step I take, the grass crunches under my shoes, and I can feel the mud sticking to them. The barn's door is half open, creaking a little in the wind. I push it open, shine the light inside, dust everywhere, old tools hanging from the walls, piles of hay rotting on the ground. It smells awful, like mildew mixed with something metallic. I step inside, and that's when I hear it. Footsteps. Not mine. Slow ones. Coming from somewhere deeper in the barn. I freeze. I aim the flashlight toward the sound, but there's nothing there. Just shadows and beams of light cutting through the cracks in the walls. I call out, "Hello? Anyone in here?" The footsteps stop, and then I hear this voice. Low, raspy, and close. Like right behind one of the support beams. It says, You shouldn't be here. Bro, my heart drops. I turn the flashlight toward the voice, and that's when I see it. Sitting on a hay bale, there's this porcelain doll, old, cracked, half its face missing, and its eyes just empty black. Holes, and right next to it, there's a Polaroid photo. I pick it up and shine the light on it. My stomach twists. It's a picture of us, me, Tyler, and Mia, standing outside the barn from that night. That's when I lose it. I sprint out of there yelling, "Go, Geo, go!" I hop the fence, jump into the car, and Tyler peels off so fast we nearly hit a ditch. No one says a word for the whole ride back, just heavy breathing and the sound of gravel under the tires. When we finally get back to town, Mia's still holding something. Turns out, before she ran, she grabbed a small rusted key she found hanging from a nail. And get this, on the side of it, scratched into the metal, are our initials. We all just stare at it, completely silent. None of us can explain it. Tyler tries to play it off like a prank, but his hands are shaking too. He ends up trying to burn the horseshoe later that week. It wouldn't catch. It just smoked, filling the garage with this awful smell, like something old was burning, but not burning right. Then things got even weirder. A few days after that night, I started getting calls. No caller ID. I'd answer, and it was just static. But if I listened closely, I could hear faint creaking, like that same barn door moving in the wind. I hung up every time, but it kept happening, for about a week straight. The last time it called, I picked up, and this voice, that same dry whisper, said, "The key fits." I blocked every unknown number after that. We never went back to the barn. And a few months later, when we drove past that road again, the whole place was gone. Like, completely gone. Just an empty field. No wood, no fence, no sign it was ever there. So yeah, that's the story of the barn dare. To this day, I don't know who or what was in that barn. I don't know how that photo existed before we even went inside, or why the key had our initials on it. But sometimes, when it's late at night and the wind hits my window just right, I swear I can still hear that creak. Anyway, that's it for today's story time, guys. If you made it all the way through, drop a like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think really happened that night. Was it paranormal, some crazy coincidence, or something else entirely? Either way, stay safe out there, and remember, some dares aren't worth taking. Peace.